Okay. Hello YouTube, this is 2580XK2580 with probably one of the most interesting decks I have ever built. Tech 1 Prime Material. Pretty much it's in every dragon deck because of the fact that if you ever go up against a burn deck, which is not very likely, but Chain Burn has become pretty popular, it's anti-burn damage, and if your opponent decides to play like Trental Tribute or something of that nature, while you have Prime Material Dragon on the field, you can discard a card and say no. 3 Red Ice Darkness, Metal Dragons, pretty much your beater of the deck. Banish a dragon type monster, special summon it, and once per turn you can special summon a dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard. Normally with your higher cards though, you're going to grab it from your graveyard. 3 Red Ice Wyverns, during the turn that you did not normal summon or set summon, you can banish this card to special summon a Red Ice monster besides Red Ice Beat Chick. Special summon your Red Ice Darkness Metal and pretty much next turn push. Quackimero Drago. Pretty much it's a 1900 attack dragon that causes it to where neither player can special summon light or dark monsters, which sometimes it becomes a neg to you because you'll end up summoning this card and then you'll top deck into like a Red Ice Darkness Metal. During your end phase though, you have to reveal a dragon type monster, else this card is destroyed. That's the downside part, because not all the time you're going to have dragons in your hand, but normally you do. 3 Totem Dragons. If Totem's in the graveyard, you control no monsters, and all monsters in your graveyard are dragon types, you can special summon this card. This card counts as 2 tributes for a dragon type monster, makes it really easy to special summon certain monsters in this deck, and you can special summon it even while Quackimero Drago's on the field. Probably one of the most common cards that Totem gets tributed for is Light and Darkness Dragon. Light and Darkness Dragon forcefully negates up to 4 spell, trap, or monster effects. Normally though, LADD only negates 2 or 3 cards before your opponent swings over him. And when your opponent swings over him, he gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard. When he gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 monster, and your field gets nuked. Most common monster you'll special summon is either Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon, or Dragon Uni Armor Lavington. Lavington plus LADD create pretty much like a LADD loop. You'll special summon Levitain, equipped Light and Darkness Dragon. Let's say you have a Levitain in the graveyard. They destroy Levitain. LADD gets destroyed since the graveyard. You special summon Levitain back, re-equip LADD, and you continuously loop it. For other equips though to Levitain, Brandy Stalk. When Brandy Stalk gets equipped to a Dragon Unity type monster, that monster can attack twice, which means that Levitain can now attack twice, and he's 2600 base attack. And he's a tuner. Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader, when this card's in the graveyard, you can set a card on top of your deck to special summon him from the graveyard. He's a tuner, synchro, and the good thing about him is that he gets banished when you use that effect, so he doesn't really mess up totem plays all that much. 2 Delta Flyers. This card is pretty much the dragon tuner of any dragon deck. You can synchro him with a level 4 to drop a level 7, or you can use his effect, add a level to the level 4, and then synchro for 8. 2 Mass Dragons. I find 3 is way too much, because normally you're going to use Mass Dragon to search out for your totems, or your Exploder Dragons get over an opponent's big monster that you can't overrun at the time. On to the Spell and Trap cards. 3 Pot of Duality. Add, pretty much reveal the top 3, add a card. Everybody knows Pot of Duality's effect. Not all the time though do you special summon with this deck, so a lot of times it helps to get Future Fusion to your hand, and you can still activate Future Fusion the turn that you use Pot of Duality, because Future Fusion doesn't special summon until 2 turns later. 2 Gold Starks, pretty much search out. Yes, this card is slow, but with the 3 Pot of Dualities and the 2 Gold Starks, you search out all day. Future Fusion, target 5-head dragon, send 5 dragons, and pretty much control. Bliss Burial, pretty much micro Future Fusion, it's just a dump of 1. Normally you'll dump Totem or Plague Spreader with this. 3 Shradens. I run 6 level 8 monsters, this card is never dead. Burial, return Wyvern totems like that from the removed from play back to the graveyard for Pluses. Dark Hole, staple, pretty much nuke the field. Heavy Storm. Normally you'll play this before you go to play your Future Fusion because you don't want your Future Fusion at Solemn Warning or MSD. Monster Reborn. Special summon a Red Ice Darkness Metal and then continue to control from there. Send from the different dimension, you'll remove a lot of stuff. Sometimes you'll summon stuff to banish. This card really helps. Transmigration Prophecy. I've been running this card since LADD format, and I finally had an ultimate rare, so it's my personal staple actually. Onto the extra deck and side deck. 1/5 Head Dragon. The card nobody sees coming. Red Nova Dragon. This card's pretty much indestructible. With plant decks being big, normally they have a formula, so you just summon, you Synchro summon Stardust, Monster Reborn their formula Synchro, and you drop Shooting Star Dragon. Mistworm, you get over big OTK stopping plays, like your opponent goes for the 3 Grapple plays, you know. Oh, I'll sync Mistworm, I'll return your 3 Graphas, and then you go all out from there. Red Dragon Archfiend, he's a 3,000 beater. Scrap Dragon, the ridiculous plays that you can do with Scrap Dragon. Let's say you have Scrap Dragon on field and MST. You can target the MST and then a card on your opponent's side of the field, and then activate MST and chain and clear 2 cards. Or if you have Red Ice Darkness Metals, you can target Scrap Dragon and then special summon them back and actually kill like 2 cards. Light-In Dragon, it's honestable, and at attack declaration you can lower Light-In Dragon's attack by 500, well, attack and defense. And your opponent's monster loses 1500. Darken Dragon, get rid of stupid stuff your opponent has. Maybe you'll have a Stardust or something you can't overrun. Stardust Dragon. Pretty much you can Synchro for Stardust. Have Stardust on the field when you go to play your Future Fusion, they activate that MST and Stardust says no, and you still get it on. Black Rose Dragon, blow up the whole field. Exploder Dragon Wing, everybody knows what this does. Ancient Fairy Dragon, it's been really good this fortnight because of Gates of the Dark World and GKs and other stuff like that. Iron Chain Dragon, just a generic level 6 dragon, mill 3 if it deals battle damage. Brinac, everybody knows what Brinac does. Flamil Quasar for everybody who loves her running Spirit Reaper. LA Justice Cataster, it's a staple synchro. 2 Divine Dragon Apocalypses, just as side deck cards. I don't like them mained. 3 Axe Dragonutes, just to add to what my side deck essentially does. 2 Chaos Sorcerers, 1 Honest, 3 Exhilarate Dragons, 1 BLS, and then 3 Neo Galaxy Eyes. Or not Neo Galaxy Eyes, Galaxy Eyes Proton Dragon. This is 2580XK signing out.